Hi, my name is Nkechi Okwone Koka. I'm the country manager of Code for Nigeria, and Code for Nigeria is one of the Pan-African organizations under Code for Africa company. And my role basically is to help coordinate the different projects and programs, data journalism projects, and activities in Nigeria on behalf of the Code for Africa organization.
So I'm Jacopo Ottaviani. I'm an ICFJ Knight Fellow and CDO at Code for Africa. I work between Africa and Europe, and I'm building data journalism teams in some of the countries I work in.
So my name is Mark Herrywood. I'm the Associate Director for Data and Analytics for UNICEF headquarters. So I'm responsible for the quality and quantity of all the data on the situation of children and women that UNICEF collects and uses globally.
Good morning, I'm Delina Ibrahimai, Director General of the National Statistical Office in Albania.
Yes, my name is Grant Cameron. I'm a manager at the World Bank, and I'm in charge of data for development, in particular helping countries improve their statistical systems and improve the techniques by which they measure economic activity.
Yeah, so in the world of data right now, there are a lot of communications and activities going on, and it's really important to know that data is an important factor in terms of development and getting the world to become a better place. As in Code for Africa, one of the major ways we've been able to use data for social good is in being a middleman between official statistics and the public. So, there are a lot of data producers out there, data is going out, but people don't even understand how that data can make impact to them, or they don't even know what it means. So one of the major ways data can be used for social goods is by building capacity of people who can, reduce data to a form that people can understand, which is one of the major things we're doing in Code for Africa. So we build capacity of journalists who are very important people, intermediaries, when it comes to the data ecosystem. So building capacity of people who can, analyze data and get data into a very understandable format to the people on the streets, to the underserved population. It's a very key area in terms of thinking about how data can be used for social development.
So I think data has a crucial role in the current world because it will help to fight misinformation and also improve the quality of the information and the knowledge that circulates online in the digital world and in the media landscape. It can also be used by governments to take decisions to improve the quality of life of their citizens, and it has a very important role in terms of creating an informed and well-educated society.
Oh, now you're hitting my real passion. I mean, if you don't have data, then you don't have the basis on which to start doing your work. You don't know how to plan, you don't know how to make your policies. We always say in UNICEF, children are counting on us, so the least we can do is to count them.
The whole idea of data is to be used for policy making, and social good is one of the most important roles that the governments have to play. So just by doing our work, just by collecting data, by producing statistics, by disseminating statistics, we do our work for the social good.
Well, I think you can think of 2 or 3 ways that data can be used for social good. 2 that immediately jump for mind is data for advocacy. I think if data becomes more disseminated, then individuals can sort of campaign and champion and challenge their governments for change. I think data can also be used by the same community to hold their governments to account. So accountability and transparency are another thing that data can certainly help change social good. And finally, I think it allows for individuals and to continue to sort of engage in the planning of government activities to make sure that it's really conforming to their needs.
So it's really exciting, and the whole Code for Africa family is happy about the opportunity to have won this award. So we're very grateful to the UN and the Brown Institute for picking out that opportunity, because it was an award that came in time. We had, gone into a partnership with the National Bureau of Statistics in Nigeria, and also the News Agency of Nigeria, which is the biggest newsroom in Nigeria, having over 501 staff across the country and producing a minimum of 200 stories per day, which are used by over 120 news subscribers across Africa. So being a winner of the official Statistics and Journalism Award means that we are going to be in the middle, helping the Bureau of Statistics build capacity of journalists who have the capacity to reach over 150 subscribers, who in turn have the capacity to read millions and millions of people. We are teaching them how to speak the data language, how to visualize them, how to tell stories that can be assimilated by people. So it's a very huge opportunity. The network that we've been able to reach out through the award, the funds, the mini grants we have to be able to give grants to the journalists to tell stories, and also the opportunity to be able to show through our project that something can be done, right? And that of the data suppliers, the official statistics can actually communicate in a very good synergy with the journalism space. It's the first of its kind in Nigeria, and it's a really proof of concept that, you know, something can be done. And we are hoping that as we work with the statistics organization to keep building the capacity, we in turn can scale this up to other newsrooms across Nigeria and across Africa. And before you know, we are able to bridge the skill gap and information gap that exists currently.
So, as the winner of the Data Journalism Award of the UN Data Forum, we want to facilitate a conversation between the NBS, the National Bureau of Statistics in Nigeria, and NAN, the National Agency of News in Nigeria. And to do so, we are going to train journalists to use data and statistics coming from NBS to tell powerful stories on topics such as health, development, education, and many other topics. So that's what we hope. We hope that the award will help foster the partnership between these players, and Code for Africa will be facilitating that.
And my takeaway from here is to go from the sort of general saying, well, we have to use new techniques and new data sources, to some very practical ideas that I've picked up from different practitioners here. How can I take that back into our work so we can do better for the children of the world?
This second UN World Data Forum was very interesting because it was all about big data and geospatial information. There were a lot of sessions about building trust into official statistics, like the most important and relevant discussions that official statistics are having all around the world. So this has contributed, has strengthened my knowledge into what other institutions are doing, has strengthened my knowledge into how can we partnership in order to improve statistics in our communities.
This forum is amazing. I had no idea what it would be like to have 2,000 people dedicated to data in one place. And the buzz that comes out of here, that's what I hope is going to be a wave washing through the work in all the different countries we've come from.
The key outcomes, the World Data Forum is a platform where different stakeholders come together to discuss important issues for the development of statistics. So the key outcome is to incentivize critical thinking and to strengthen the debate about the continuation of official statistics.
Well, I think there's a couple of things that I take away. First thing is that there's a large group of individuals working in these data systems, and there's a sense that they're coming together to work for a common objective, and that common objective is sort of to leave no one behind and to ensure that sort of development moves forward. So I think that's the big takeaway I take. The second thing is I think there's a sense of urgency that is coming from this group, and that we'll need to move very quickly and act very fast in order to achieve what needs to be required to make data work for SDG attainment.